5G registration refers to the process of connecting a 5G-enabled device to the 5G network. It is essential for enabling the high-speed, low-latency benefits of this advanced technology. In the 4G network, the user equipment UE was establishing data session directly through network attach. This behavior resulted occupying resources, even not using data. 5G came with idea of registering to the network without creating dedicated bearer until it is required. This new feature is required in the IoT services for power-saving mode, where some devices remain in network silent mode, and which does not require to send and receive data permanently, but in a periodic manner, or only in the case of a notification of downlink traffic. In the following part, we will deep dive in the 5G registration call flow. Let's start.
In the 5G registration, the 5G user equipment sends the registration request that includes the SUCI or 5G GUTI explained in the previous video, PLMN ID, and more. Each parameter plays a specific role in ensuring successful registration and functionality. The UE, which is the user device, contacts the first entry point of the network, the 5G Next Generation Radio Access Network. One of the newly introduced features in 5G Core is the network slicing. We know that the cloud is agile, highly available, and scalable. Those features will enable telcos to create on-demand networks intended to serve business needs from ultra-high throughput point of view and low latency to Internet of Things IoT device communication. Returning back to the call flow, the NSSAI, which stands for Network Slice Selection Assistance Information, is used by the UE to select the suitable network slice based on the network pre-provisioning of user equipment. The 5G GUTI helps in selecting the AMF. If no 5G GUTI provided or not identified, the 5G RAN selects a new AMF. The 5G registration request outlines the information elements needed for registration. These include the security header type, registration request message identity, and 5GS registration type, among others. Each element is essential for a successful 5G connection. This item further breaks down the 5G registration request by detailing additional elements like the UE status, additional GUTI, and allowed PDU session status. This breakdown offers a deep dive into the intricate process of 5G registration. The security header type under 5G registration specifies the level of security protection for the 5GS NAS message. This is critical for maintaining the integrity and confidentiality of 5G communications. The message type in the 5G registration process indicates the kind of 5GS mobility management messages. These range from registration request to deregistration accept, each serving a unique purpose in the 5G network. The 5GS registration type is a vital component in the 5G registration process. It determines the type of registration, such as initial registration or periodic registration updating, and whether there's a follow-on request pending. 5GS tracking area identity is part of the 5G registration process. It is important in identifying the geographical area in which a mobile device is located. This aids in managing network resources and ensuring seamless connectivity. The NAS key set identifier is integral to the 5G registration process. It determines the type of security context, native or mapped, and if available, the key set identifier. This is crucial for maintaining secure 5G communications. If a new AMF is selected, then the new AMF requests user context information either from the old AMF or from the UDSF. The registration request basically is either an initial registration, a periodic update registration, or a mobility registration. So the user may have already a data session ongoing or is performing seamless handover, moving from one area to another or between different coverages. The new AMF might request also user security data from the old AMF or UDSF. The registration cannot happen without an authentication and ciphering to guarantee user and network security. It is worth mentioning that in 4G, the user authenticated to the network, and in 5G standalone, the network also have to authenticate to the user. The new AMR also requests user equipment, mobile phone device identity. This procedure is important to make sure that stolen mobile phones or incompatible mobile devices not to register in the network. The 5G EIR Equipment Identity Register also helps telcos to generate statistical reports on device penetration in the network, which can be an important input, for example, in marketing campaigns, per area user classification, or old 2G, 3G network shutdown. The AMF is required to register to UDM to receive user deregistration and service updates notifications. Finally, the AMF requests access management policy from the PCF in case the user equipment is not allowed to register in specific areas. This part is newly introduced in 5G.
Please don't forget to have a look on the attached deck with video for more information. Thank you for watching. Please move to the next video.